Wow, yeah, these are selling for about $220. So I take that back. This one item right here really just made this whole box quite profitable. We got the $100 bracket, we got that, we got these other lights, we had the pile receiver, we had the fishing reel. So this is actually a really good box. What's going on, guys? Dan Cal here from Liquidation Pros, and in this video series I'm going to be unboxing some Amazon liquidation inventory that I received from 5 Amazon liquidation pallets. So what I have here is about 1.5 pallets of inventory that I've brought down. I'm going to go through box by box and take a look at what we have. The way it worked out as far as the numbers go is I paid just below $5,000 for all 5 pallets, so right around $1,000 a piece. It was actually $980, and that included freight shipping to the warehouse. From there, we received the inventory, and I'm bringing it here to my home basement to process it and pull out what's good to be resold, what needs to go to the flea market, and basically how I go through the whole process of selling everything and making profit on it. So the way it worked out, $980 per pallet. On average, it's around $10,000 retail value. Somewhere as high as 14, somewhere as low as like 9,200. So on average, 10 to 12,000 in retail value per pallet. And the way that works out is if you break it down per box, it's about $80 I pay per box. It's about 12 boxes on average per pallet. So you have to do the math. So pretty good potential. It could be $500 to $1,000 in each box. But once again, this is as is, Amazon returns. We don't know if the item's new, broken. Sometimes people will swap out an item and send something different back as far as the return goes. So you have all kinds of different options as far as the condition goes. The ultimate goal is to unbox everything and, like I said, get it sold and actually make profit. The reason I do these videos, for one, it's fun, and I know a lot of people enjoy seeing what you can get in these Amazon mystery boxes. So I do actually have a manifest, which is an entire list of everything I bought within the 5 pallets. But since everything came in one truckload, it's not really organized well enough to figure out what's going to be in each box. So I have an idea of what's in each pallet, but I have the whole entire list telling me what's included. So the good thing is it makes it a little bit easier to find the items. So as we go, if I see an item that I think it might be pretty valuable, I will go ahead on eBay and see what the item is selling for, eBay or Amazon, and just kind of get a price quote. And I also will give an idea of what I paid for the item. So I paid on average right around 10%. So a $100 item, I paid $10 for. So that's the way it works out. I'm going to be opening a bunch of these. So if you like this type of content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when I post the next one. In this video, we may get through 2, we may only get through 1. It just depends on how many items there are. And we'll just have fun going through and looking and seeing what kind of money we can make. All right, so you guys know the drill. Same intro, an effort for me to save time and get through more of these boxes. The last few boxes I did on this Amazon return series, we've already listed everything that I've pulled out of there. I did not finish that first wall, but I did bring more down. So the wall is getting bigger and getting more into my workspace. So I need to bust through these, but they've been having such really cool, awesome items. I want to kind of do it on film for you guys. So I may not show every item on the computer, but I'll at least show some of the highlights. I personally probably will have to look up the majority of the items just to see if they're worth selling or not, especially if I don't know. But if it's not worth a whole lot, I may not take the time to show you guys just to speed up the process. I may even start doing 2 boxes per video. We'll see how this video goes and how many. If it's just like a light box, meaning there's like 5 to 10 items, we'll blow through that real quick. But if it's like 40 or 50 items, it's going to take me a while. So I got the computer up. I'll use that for my comps. You guys will be able to check in and see what the product's worth, and then we'll go from there. And what I'm going to do with, I'll kind of talk through what I'm going to do with the items. So let's get started unboxing this first one. All right, I'm going to do a few of these standing up. Let's see if we can't knock out 2 of them. I'll jump on the computer if I see something interesting or something worth looking up. And typically every 2 to 3 boxes, I've been finding a really good gem, meaning like an item that's, several $100s. I've already found a $1,000 fishing reel, a Penn International fishing reel. In my last video, I found, wasn't even doing an unboxing, but it was a loose item on top of the pallet. It was a $500 like samurai sword. Pretty cool. A bunch of like $100 items, so some really good inventory in these boxes. So let's just get right into it. I've had one of these before already, so this is the same pallet that I've been dealing with. So there's a couple of these in there. This is like a RV protector. I think these things go anywhere from like $130 to $200. It's the Watchdog. You hook this up and plug your RV into it. It's for like a surge protector. So real quick, before I get too excited, just want to check. The last one appeared to be brand new. I didn't really have any way. Yeah, look at that. I mean, there's not even a scratch or anything on it, so I'm guessing it's new. We'll have to check and make sure it's all there. Let's see, I have, oh, these are pretty cool. I have two of these. These are expandable. One's gray and orange and one's all orange. Flexware sinks, so it's for like camping. These lots, I have been getting a lot of outdoors and sporting goods, which I love. Flexware sinks, so it's basically a foldable sink for when you're camping. That's awesome. I got two of those. You know, they're probably like a $10 item, I'd say. Just so you know, these boxes on average cost me around $80. And I break down that math in other videos. I may have even done it in this video. But it's a really good value. I'm paying about, on average, about 10% per item. This is going to be a flea market item. It's damaged, it's cut up, looks like some sort of, probably like a, oh, it's a kneeler board. So when you're working on your car or something, you take this with you and you put that down instead of kneeling on the, sorry for shaking the camera, instead of kneeling on the pavement or the concrete. I mean, it's still fine for someone to use. It's just not in new condition. It's pretty cut up right there. So we'll put that to the side. So far, easily 150 for the Watchdog. That's the 30 amp. And then, you know, 10 bucks a piece for those other items. This one's gonna be pretty quick because there's really not, there's a lot of big items in here. So this is a power action dispenser pump. So for, I guess for pumping fuel out of, maybe if you're trying to get fuel out or get fuel into different vehicles. Let's see what the retail on that is. So I have a list, 2, 3, all this stuff was on a manifest, which is a list and of all the items included. And I'm not going to be able to scan the items because with Amazon, they cover up the barcodes. So actually this one they didn't cover up, but a lot of times you'll get them where they put the labels right over the barcodes like that. That's the Amazon LPN return label, and you can't scan the item. This one I actually could have, but I don't even have my scanner set up because most of them you can't scan. But this one on Amazon is going for 32 bucks. So open box, I have to inspect it, but you know, it's probably still gonna be a flea market item because it's big and heavy, and you know, someone can buy it on Amazon for 32 bucks for free shipping. They're not gonna buy it for 30 from me and pay shipping. So that might be a flea market item. Here's just a regular filter. I'm gonna say probably 15 bucks on the pump, maybe 5 bucks on that filter. You just gotta wait for the right customer. And this is a gun case. Once again, it's covered up, so I'll have to look. There should be another sticker that tells me what it is. Here it is. This is a shooting rolling tan mat. So it's a shooting mat for your, you know, your rifle. Let's see what the retail on this is. $36.45. So the retail on this is $45 is what it looks like. Seems kind of low, but you just click here on the link. Yeah, 45 bucks, there it is. So the cool thing about my list is I run it through a program that gives me, it's called AMZ Analyzer. There's a link in the description of all my videos. I use it for anything with UPCs. So I was provided when I bought this UPCs, I run it through there and you'll see it gives you links, the Amazon sales rank, what the current buy box price is. You can put in your estimated cost. So for me, I always put in 10% because that's the average of where I normally buy it at. It'll factor in your profit and everything. So really cool program. It's about 30 bucks a month. And I do make a small commission on anybody who uses it, but you can also buy like a la carte. So sometimes if I'm not using it for a while and one good deal comes in, I believe it's for like 10 or 15 bucks, you can just process that one deal. So pretty good software that I use. I try to not spend too much on softwares, but that's one that you just kind of have to have. I have two of these fill buckets. These are, I haven't seen these before yet, so I'm not sure the value. They can't be much. They're probably like a $10 item. It is a radiator filler. Yeah, I didn't really know there was a market for a bucket like this. 2732. Let's just look, just so I'm not speaking out of turn. I'm gonna guess they're probably 20 new and I can maybe get 10 bucks. 2732. They are 2147, and there it is. 2147 on Amazon. Over 4,000 ratings for this whole group of different buckets and fillers and all that stuff, so not too bad there. I could always look on eBay, but it's probably honestly gonna be a flea market item. They're big, they're bulky, and they're only worth like maybe 10 bucks a piece open box. They seem to be new though, which is good. And fortunately, this had a lot of big items, so this is the last item, so we are going to do another box in this video. So just keep in mind, everything you see here, on average, I paid around 80 bucks for, or you could look at the retail value of everything and take about 10% of that. So if everything here was worth new $500, you know, I paid 50 bucks for it, so it could have been a little bit less. But to make it easy for these videos, I'm just doing the average cost per pallet per box. This is just like a bed liner cover. I'm not going to pull it out. It's kind of like a heavy duty tarp. Nothing too fancy there. The bag's ripped, and maybe that's why it was returned to Amazon. Probably going to have to inspect that, especially to sell it online. But let me just wrap this box up real quick. 9008. This is 83 bucks on Amazon. That's crazy. With a 200,000 sales rank, so pretty decent rank. There it is. So it's like for if you want to put mulch and stuff in the back of your pickup. I mean, 82 bucks. Pretty good box. A few items that are going to be flea market, and definitely a few online. So let me sort these out real quick, and we'll start the next. All right, so I'm liking standing up. I'm gonna go ahead and move this box over. It hasn't been, it's like the tape broke on the pallet. I haven't looked through it or taken anything out. It's actually still sealed on that side, but I'm going to finish cutting it open, and we'll see what we got. This is a heavy one, so there's definitely something heavy in here. Oh man, I thought I saw something Ravens. This looks like this is PRP seat cover, or seats it says. I think this is one of the things you strap to your seat, and then you can have a bunch of storage, and you can always do the Amazon. Like I've been looking at the picture on Amazon because it makes it really easy to figure out what you got. PRP seat, here it is. So $135 for this item, wow. And it looks to be like brand new. So that's pretty sweet. That is definitely something. So I'll go back to my list here and I can look. So it does have a high rank. It did have a few reviews though. And I typically don't sell these items back on Amazon. I normally go straight to eBay with everything. So something like that, I'll want to look on Terapeak and just see is there any sales history for it. So there has been one sold recently. And there are none active. So maybe if I list it, I'll get a bite on it. I'm gonna put this in the eBay pile. So that's gonna be about a $100 item right there. Actually, I have a few of these covers I'm gonna add to this box. I'll show you this other box too. If you missed the video where I was kind of just doing before I brought all this stuff down, I did a video outside because there was a few loose items, including that samurai sword that I wanted to show you guys. I did open one box and it had a bunch of those covers. We may go ahead and just show that again because I didn't go through everything in the box if we have time in this video. This is a Pittsburgh Steelers bag, rope tote. So for like taking stuff in the game, which I don't know if you can even do that because it's supposed to be clear. It's probably like a $10 item. This is a New York Yankees mat. So this would be like for your man cave or your bathroom or something like that. Pretty nice mat. It doesn't have a barcode or yeah, it does have a sticker on it. I'm guessing it's probably, once again, I don't know, maybe a $10 item. Okay, now we got something interesting. This is what's so heavy. Holy! Now I've actually gotten one of these before, and it was for a Corvette, and I sold it. It is literally like a seat mount for when you want to do custom like bucket seats. You have to, I guess, adjust depending on the seat. So this one's for a Nissan 240. This one here is for a Nissan 350Z. I'm not sure what a 350 is. I don't remember that car. No, this says Bmw 3 Series. So it has the original sticker and barcode on it right there. It's $140 for, it's like a seat bracket. So there's two of them right there. These, the Corvette one I sold for $125 plus shipping. Here's two more in here. These are very heavy. It's also hooked to something else. Wow. So this is for, this other one is for a Bmw E46 Sedan. And this one here is a Bmw E30, which I think that's the second one of those I have. So typically these are so thick, like look how thick the steel is on that. You're not going to really have any issues with like being bent or anything. It's more likely that it's the person didn't need it, or it got scratched up, or on the way to the Amazon warehouse, the packaging got destroyed. You know, these are pretty sharp and heavy, and it's possible that the seller just decided that they didn't want the item back. They'll repackage it. They just liquidated it, which is crazy. Yes, these are, you know, about $100 a piece, so that's really good find. They might be a long tail item, but they're actually very flat and thin. You do have these parts sticking up, but if you notice the way I pulled them out, they kind of can intertwine into each other, so they don't take up a lot of shelf room for how much money's there. So that's very cool. That's, I would estimate, at least $400 right there. This is a craft tool. It looks like some sort of, I thought it was gonna be like a squeegee, but it's definitely not that. It is a gauge rake leveler. So whatever a gauge rake leveler is, I don't know. Some of these tools are pretty expensive. Sometimes they're like 40 bucks. This, I'm guessing, I'll probably be able to get maybe 20 for it. This brand is pretty popular, the craft tools. They do a lot of specialized brands, especially with like drywall. I sold a drywall putty knife for like 30 bucks the other day. Let's see, the retail on this is $27, and it has 130,000 sales rank, which is pretty good for that category, and 90 reviews, all 5-star or 4.5 stars. Okay, so it's for moving, like for leveling and moving mortar or concrete and stuff like that. So not too bad there. You know, easy. I'd say easy 10 bucks at the flea market, possibly selling online for 25. I have to look in and do some more research. These are swimming sleeves, so you put them up on your arms. I'm not gonna take it out of the bag. Probably just a $10 item. Neoprene swim sleeve. Nothing too crazy there. This is a squeegee, another craft tool. So I'm getting a lot of tools and car parts. 22-inch squeegee tool. Once again, it's probably a $20 item, maybe 10 bucks. Oh, that's cool. So this is the Steelers box. I got two Steelers items. This is a brand new 5-piece Steelers cutlery set. I mean, some of these novelty kind of team sets can be pretty expensive. I'm not quite sure, but it is football season right now. And the Steelers are the Ravens' arch rivals. This has a 15,000 rank. They're $26 on Amazon. As you can see there, $26.24. Pretty decent item there. I'm guessing typically, I mean, though it's new, I'd have to do new other. It's a little dinged up here. And something as simple as that could cause Amazon to pull it from being new. So somebody might have sent in 100 of these. A couple of them got dinged up, and then they didn't want them back, so they got liquidated. I'm gonna say 20 bucks on that. All right, this is a Honda visor with the light up mirror. Still got the protective cover over the lights there. The wiring harness looks good. It looks like it's brand new, like an OEM part, and it comes with the Honda bag. So you know, guys know OEM parts can be pretty expensive. So this would get sold on eBay Motors, and let's see, I'd have to look up the entire part number. Do you guys want me to do that? Normally I try to keep these videos a little bit faster if possible, keep you guys interested. But you know, something like this, you know, is it worth 50 bucks or is it worth 150? I know parts can be expensive, but I don't remember when I looked at this list a couple weeks ago, you know, the value of everything. It's thousands of items. So, well, to answer my question, it's somewhere right in between. It's $72 is the average sold price. So actually it looks like it's going closer to around 60 bucks. Not bad, I'll take that. That's an eBay item for sure. And we have here another Pittsburgh Steelers item. So like I said, the Pittsburgh Steelers box. This is a dog collar for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Probably another $10 item. Maybe I can bundle everything together, sell the knife set, the bag, and the collar all for one price. All right, these are all filters. I'm not gonna go into these filters. I've been getting, when I buy the auto stuff, I don't know if this is like a real popular brand on Amazon. It must be. But these EcoGuard filters, I think people just order the wrong size, or the boxes are so cheap, like they must get crushed too, because I've opened a couple of them and they look brand new. Who knows why people return them? You can return them for a million reasons, but filters are anywhere from 10 to 30 bucks. They're a very specific item though, so you pretty much have to sell them online. The chances of taking that to the flea market and somebody saying, oh my gosh, I have the same exact 2002 Toyota Tundra, I want that filter, pretty slim chance. So normally I'll save them up until I get a big bundle of them, and I'll either sell them all at one price, or I will, if it's a real popular one, I'll sell it on eBay. This is a 12 gauge shotgun side shadow, so it's like holds your shells for when you're hunting or shooting. It's made by NC Star. I mean, this is probably a $10 item, but just to make sure, I don't want to over guess. I'd have to obviously check it out, make sure it's not broken, because it is kind of loose in the package. $75.90. So we go to $75.90. If it's not that item, we go right to the next one. And we're looking for, you know what, this one might have been pulled for Amazon, because I have the UPC here, but it has no information on Amazon. So that tells me that possibly the listing was taken down. And I have noticed a lot of firearm stuff has been taken, like you can't list it on Facebook. eBay's very particular about what you can post. You gotta be careful selling this type of stuff. There has been 6 sold on eBay. The average selling price is about 18 bucks. And currently there are quite a few active. So not a great sell-through rate, but needless to say, if I come in at the lowest price at around 15 bucks, it'll sell pretty quickly. So that's good there. And we got one more item, and this box will be done. And this is a Mud River truck cover. So I've had one of these before. I do believe we listed on eBay because these are pretty expensive. These can go for anywhere like 100, 150 bucks, depending on the exact one. This is a black one, and it's the full bench seat. So black full cover for your back of your truck seat. I'm gonna actually, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do one more box, because we already kind of looked at this one when I took this stuff off the truck, and I know it has a lot of these in it. I sat it here in particular because I wasn't going to film it, since I already kind of did. But to wrap this video up, let's go through and just see, for anyone who didn't see that video, something titled with Samurai Sword. Here it is. It is a Wakazashi. Wakazashi? I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Pretty awesome. I mean, the weight on this thing is pretty amazing, and it is so sharp, it'll slice through a piece of paper, no problem. So check that out. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. You can actually see it on Amazon. It's not like it's a very popular selling one, but it's still, needless to say, worth a good bit of money. I think I was told a retail value of around $500, and I think it's saying on eBay closer to $700. So let's look together. We'll pull it up. You'll get a better idea of what it looks like. So Cold Steel Dragonfly Series Katana Samurai Sword with scabbard. Wakazashi long handle. So on Amazon it's 450 bucks actually. So it is right around 500. Now it does only have 2 ratings, and they're both terrible. Like 1 star. Horrible, it's horrible quality. Came dull and blade is very loose. Mine is not like that. Mine is super sharp and it didn't feel loose at all. So obviously they got a bad one there. The rank on this one is 386,000. So not terrible sales rank. They're definitely selling it. I think around the holidays, someone with some extra money would definitely spend it. So if I look on Amazon or on eBay, 2 have sold for $502. And then when I go to active, the average active price is $560. So yeah, I don't know where I came with the number 700, but it's looking like, you know, it's a $450 to $500 sword. The sword itself is brand new. There's no damage. The blade isn't loose or anything like that. And it has the scabbard and everything else. So this other box, we had a bunch of these covers right on top. I showed that, but I didn't really get into too much depth what's underneath. These are all, I believe, fire pit covers. Let me just double check, because I didn't end up looking them up that day. I kind of just carried everything down here to be processed, and what I do is I bring it from the warehouse where I get my deliveries, put it on my big truck, bring it and unload it down into my basement where we process it all. So this says 44-inch. Yep, I was right. Fire pit cover. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once again, these are all open. They've been repackaged by Amazon, and they all actually say like new. So I'm guessing they were like a Amazon warehouse deal or something. I'm not sure why, but they're only 16 bucks. I'll probably put these maybe on Facebook. They're real light. Maybe Facebook Marketplace, and see if I get any bites there, and try to get maybe 10 bucks a piece for them. They're also probably a pretty good yard sale item. Oh, cool. I did get another one of these. I did get another one of those mounts. I'm glad I'm doing this box now so I keep those together. This is a Powell brand mixer, and it's definitely in there. Just for some of these electronics items, I'm just curious if they look like they've been used or not. So there it is. I mean, it looks pretty good. I'll have to check the knobs and all. I believe this is like a $75 unit. If you guys want to check and see. 5694. And I'm always looking for constructive criticism, so if there's a way that I can make these videos better. I know a lot of people like the unboxing videos and kind of seeing what I get, or do you like you know, how much money potentially is involved in it as far as how much each item's worth. Like for instance, doing this takes a little bit of extra time. Would you rather me just show you what I'm getting, or would you rather do both and take the time to show the value? So this item on Amazon is 95 bucks, so it probably is around 75 on eBay. Typically you're looking at like a 20 to 30% less open box price on eBay. Here's another filter, and actually 2 more of these filters I'll add to my pile. Make that 3 more. So I'm gonna start putting together a big box of filters. This is some fishing hooks. So they look like worm weighted jig hooks. They're probably $1. This is a miniature hacksaw. That's pretty cool. It has a replaceable blade on it too. So, you know, that's $5 in the flea market. See, these are the kinds of items I didn't pull out. This is a poly grout bag. So you can mix your grout in here, and then look, you got this little dispenser when you're doing tile work. You know, when you have a nice big tile shower, you can squeeze it into the joint instead of smearing it all over the entire towel. Probably another $5 there. Oh, cool. These are ammo cases. This is the second or third one I've got. So these retail for around 20, and it's called a field box. This is the gray color. I'm guessing it will go for about 10 bucks at the flea market. This is a Go case. So I'm curious if this is like a safety case. A Go case. Sounds. Pelican makes it. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like a little mini waterproof case. I don't think my phone would fit in there. Phone definitely doesn't fit. But you know, your other valuables could easily fit, and then it could strap on. It's the Pelican brand. It's pretty expensive, so let's see what this goes for. There it is. 35 bucks on Amazon. So probably 25 to 30 on eBay. If I had to take a guess. That's a pretty cool item there. At the same time, I also pulled out this item here. So this is a Hyundai wheel lock set and the key. Probably 20 bucks, I'm guessing. I think that's a fair estimate. This is just a little C-clamp. A couple bucks, maybe $3 if it's all there. I think I had 2 of these. Yep, here's the other one. I remember when I looked up this box, the first one fell down the bottom. I couldn't see what it was. So this is a little knife of some sort. Okay, here we go. Brand new knife. Kind of looks like the razor blade style, but I know it's not. Brand new. Oh wow. So Buffalo Company steel knife. Tactical Warthog folding knife. 374. Since I have 2 of them, let's look them up. 3741. $34 on Amazon. Not bad. Probably 20, 25 bucks a piece. Could even do a 2-pack, and you know, get maybe like 40. You got to remember, so something like this I paid $3.50 for if it's 35 bucks. Or is that what I said? Yeah, 34. So $3.40 technically. So for both of them, I'm only into them for about $7 bucks. So if I sold both of these for 40, that's a really good profit margin. Here we go. Here's a fishing reel, Abu Garcia. Really popular brand. They're known for being pretty good quality, but also affordable. So it seems like it's working. This is a bait caster. You push the button, put your finger on the spool, and whip it out there. I haven't been fishing in a while, but I do know how to fish. These go for around 50 bucks for Abu Garcia bait caster. Brand new probably would be a little bit more than that. That's open box. It does appear to be working though. Oh wow, this is a huge like butcher knife. You guys see through there? Dexter butcher knife. Guessing, I'm pretty sure this is around 30. I'm not gonna bother looking it up. Keep moving. We got about 10 more items in this box to finish this out. Oh, sticking with the fishing theme. These are slip shots. I could actually use these. I do fish a bit more when we go camping as a family, and these are perfect for like using worms and whatnot. So good for the kids. I'll probably keep that item because it's probably only gonna be $1. Just like something like this, it's one single Allen key with nothing else in it. So it's just a little wrench, probably not worth much. These are headlights. It doesn't say for what type of car though. 4x6 projector headlights. I'm definitely not taking them out. Amazon return. Let's see if the listing will tell us what they go to. It's just like a universal 4x6 diamond cut sealed beam headlights. They show them on what looks like an older pickup or SUV, like a Blazer or something. Not sure about that. Here's another one of these seat brackets, another 100 bucks here. This is for the Infiniti G35. Infiniti G35. So add that to my collection of brackets to sell. That will go online. Oh, these, I actually have this spatula and use it almost every day, or at least most of the times I cook. These things are awesome. I think the one I had said it was for like pancakes, but it's just a real thin stainless steel spatula, and it just works really good. You can chop food with it, you can flip, and it's thin enough you can get under like eggs and stuff, so I really like it. Probably a flea market item. We already have one. Maybe I'll save this one for our camper though, for when we go camping I can have a matching one. It looks like it's got some damage to the handle anyway, so you probably can't see that, which would mean that it would be look at that damage there. So this got jammed up, maybe like I don't know, who knows how that much damage happened. It almost looks like it got drug under a forklift or something, but that makes this pretty much worthless. So I could sand that down a little bit and then use it on my camper and have a free spatula that matches my one at home. We got about 4 more items, and one looks like a mystery box of some sort, a small box in there. Pair of kids sunglasses, kids polarized sunglasses, probably $1. This is some weights. These are Nico fishing weights, so I can add that to my fishing stuff. And here's another little tool of some sort. This is a 4mm ball endpoint, so literally just a drill bit that you put in your drill. Just probably $1. So we had some cheaper stuff in this box for sure. This one, not my favorite box, but still making money. These are Oracle Jeep Wrangler headlights, I believe. Yes, so Jeep Wrangler headlights. They still have the plastic on them. Nice, they look like they're brand new. I'll have to go through this box and make sure they have everything, including the instructions. But they both look to be, obviously they're both in there, and they're wrapped in plastic, so that's a good start. Something like this, I'll do new other open box, and I'll just put the note not tested, but we'll take very detailed photos of the individual lights, especially if there's any markings or serial codes, just to make sure someone doesn't send back, you know, a non-working one because we didn't fully test it. But how are you going to test this light? I mean, I guess you could hook up some DC power to it with like some wire clamps, and maybe I will do that because I do have an extra battery. That probably makes the most sense, to be honest with you. So I'm curious what these go for. I know you guys are. 2057 is the last 4 digits. I didn't find it. Oh, you know what's interesting? I think there might have been an issue with the model because the UPC that they provided me is not the same UPC that I can just barely see on the box. You know how I said they cover the labels up? When I look at the number that was provided to me, it says UPC is last digits are 2729, which matches my list. But then when I look on the box, you can see the number, but the barcode's hidden. 2057, so it doesn't match. So yeah, these may be a slightly different version, and that's why. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up looking up this number and seeing if that matches what's in here, and then sell them that way. It might actually be because it looks like these have like a red, they're supposed to have a red trim maybe, and they don't. Even on the picture here it shows it. And I don't recall seeing that. So I think this is the black trim, which it is. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll have to do some research. But either way, you see the price on these? This one set right here is $292. So that's pretty nuts. Black series, that's the one I have too, the black series. Now I'll copy this since I don't have Jeep Wrangler JL black series. I don't care about any of that extra information. I just want to see the model number and the name. So wow, yeah, these are selling for about $220. So I take that back. This one item right here really just made this whole box quite profitable. We got the $100 bracket, we got that, we got these other lights. We had the PAL receiver, we had the fishing reel. So this is actually a really good box. And there's still 2 more items, guys, 2 more, bear with me. We got Unleash Your Monster, Flow Monster. So this is a performance exhaust. I gotta put this back with that when we get off the camera. So this goes to, it looks like it might be a, just like a universal one, $32.93. Let's look it up, see what kind of value we have, what kind of sales rank. You guys liking my spreadsheet? I love being able to have this. I kind of don't even, I'm like spoiled to having manifests now to where I don't even want to buy unmanifested loads anymore. It just makes the processing so much faster and easier. That's obviously not the right item, so let me do this again. Find next, find next. So on Amazon, it's a 40,000 rank, only $33. That seems crazy. That's true though, it's a $33. Wow, that's pretty wild that this much weight, this much exhaust is only 33 bucks. It's in there, I'd have to check the condition. Now, thank you for being a Prime member. Let's see, are they adding shipping? Free shipping, wow. I can't offer free shipping on something like this, that's for sure. Probably a good Facebook Marketplace item. Maybe like try asking 25 and take 20. Remember, a $35 item I only paid $3.50 for, so even 20 is a good return. They are selling quite well. 147 sold on eBay. Average selling price, $32. These people are charging $32 plus $12 shipping. So maybe for the people that aren't shopping on Amazon, they go straight to eBay, I can make more money. So probably, assuming it's not dented or anything, 25 bucks plus shipping, and it's sold pretty quickly. Just add that to the pile of good stuff. And this is like a little mystery box here. It says something about being ready to wrap abrasive. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's just basically sandpaper, abrasive paper. So it looks like the box, some of these boxes are just so cheap for what the items they put in. Not that this is too heavy, but they just, it's a terrible design box, and what do they expect is going to happen? It's all going to fall out, and then Amazon's not even going to sell it for you because you sent it in with a damaged box. If I had to guess, it's probably retail, just based on what I think this stuff goes for, 15 to 20 bucks. I could definitely sell it as new other. 16, let me see, how many is it supposed to have though? 4 wraps, so it has all 4 of them. They all look to be new. Let's see if it's worth selling online. 32 bucks, so 32 bucks on Amazon. It has a good ranking, meaning it sells very consistently. Now we'll check eBay because that's where I like to sell these kind of open box items. And they're selling for 30 bucks, 29, 37. Somebody got 17 bucks plus shipping. You're probably looking at maybe a flat rate envelope. It's going to be about £1. So that's going to be an eBay item because it's, you know, $30 or more. Just double checking here if anybody. Sometimes you want to look because sometimes people like, this is more rolls. So you can't go by that $49 price because there's a lot more rolls. I only have 4 rolls. So about 25, 30 bucks. And that is it for that box. So that's going to wrap this one up. The next video series, I am going to be going through these boxes. So take a look at this outro and I'll catch you on the next one. All right, guys. Well, I think I did pretty good with that one. So if you would, and you're more interested in checking out what's in these other boxes, make sure you hit the subscribe and that bell notification so you can be notified when I put the next video out. But I really do appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.